5 hours, Nairobi Central Business District was turned into a battleground as protesters engaged anti-riot police in a cat-and-mouse game. Occasionally, police using tear gas canisters to disperse youth unhappy with the Finance Bill 2024. Several youth and activists were arrested in the ensuing melee as the police battled protesters who had heeded calls to occupy Parliament to protest the contents of Finance Bill 2024 that seeks to introduce punitive taxes. The protests continued into late evening despite the government clamping down on the controversial bill by removing contentious clauses that have angered Kenyans. David Muthoka gives us this particular story with the running battles witnessed within the city and source cause of protesters injured.
The procession to Parliament by demonstrators opposed to the Finance Bill 2024 began at the Nairobi Central Business District at around midday on Tuesday. Chants of Ruto must go rent the air as groups of demonstrators who mainly belong to Generation Z painted the city black with their outfits and waved placards with various messages against the Finance Bill 2024. Their peaceful journey was, however, short-lived by tear gas canisters that were thrown at them by anti-riot police officers who were on patrol since 5 a.m. to ensure no protests were held in the city on Tuesday. The city under the sun soon turned into a city engulfed by white smoke as everyone scampered to safety. Those with legs that could not carry them fast enough were not lucky. Police officers in both uniform and plainclothes apprehended them before hurriedly and carelessly bundling them into waiting police lorries and pickups. Journalists were not lucky either. At some point, the KTN news crew, myself included, were forced to wash our faces to avoid choking from tear gas. The NTV crew was also hard hit, with journalist Brian Mushiri forced to carry his colleague with his bare hands in search of medical attention.
They are firing rubber bullets, they are shooting tear gas canisters, they are hurting people. And yet people, us youth, we are not deterred. At the same time, we are not going to stand and take it anymore because this has been done to us for too long. We have suffered and we are tired of being under the boot.
If the budget is pro-people, why are we seeing a town, a capital city that looks like a battle zone with armored vehicles and police and grenades? Why is it a budget for the people? If it is for the people would be on the street dancing right now.
The police had a hard time keeping the surging demonstrators at bay, whose their mission was to reach Parliament. The thousands of demonstrators ranged from young protesters to activists to civil society groups, as well as leaders opposing the Finance Bill 2024, such as former Member of Parliament Alfred Keter. Some of the protesters arrested could spend the night behind bars at the Central and Kamukunji police stations, but the fear of being locked up for at least a night, and some for their first time ever, did not stop them from recording themselves singing anti-President William Ruto songs.
We are the new Raila, we are the new James Orengo. Yes.
Umeona hata wengi ni majenzis wamesema sisi hii kitu inatutishia sana. So acha sisi tuamke, tuingie streets to say no to the finance bill.
And we are warning the government, if this is going to go on, we'll be here every time. We reject everything.
All day, businesses in the CBD remained under lock and key as most streets in the city turned into battlegrounds, pitting police officers against demonstrators.
The thousands of Kenyans who took to various streets in the Nairobi Central Business District braved running battles and tear gas smoke as well as canisters to pass just one simple message that the Finance Bill 2024